Okay, welcome to Basketball Soapbox. I'm your host on the daily. Just some updates to the channel that potentially will be happening. First off, basketball will not be going anywhere. I love talking basketball. That's one of my main interests. But that's the branching off that I want to continue in. I want to talk about other things on this channel. So a couple things that will be changing. The Soapbox Network. This is ultimately what I wanted to create, and I'm going to go forward on. Uh, just waiting on some logos to come in, some ideas. But basically, I want to branch out and create a network for a lot of interest that I have. And first, that would be adding a wrestling podcast. Wrestling, I'm a big wrestling fan since I was little. Since I vivid remember moving to Roxbury from Mattapan in Boston uh, and getting a haircut from my mom, getting food ready, and sitting down and watching '97 SummerSlam. Like, I'm a big fan. We have VHS tapes everywhere. There's a couple guys that I'm trying to bring in to talk that, especially with the Royal Rumble. So hopefully I can get my logo up and get certain things that are in place and get a commitment from them and see how that goes. Yeah, big wrestling fan, whether WWE or AEW, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but these guys watch a little bit more of that. Maybe they can bring me in, kind of help me out, kind of guide me through this WCW revitalization that is AEW and try to get me into that. But yeah, just a big wrestling fan. Hopefully that logo comes in and I can get some things and get the guys together and try to entertain that and starting that wrestling podcast, which will be on this channel. Hopefully I can get the Soapbox Network, change a couple things up and get that started. Also an entertainment and music podcast. There's a guy that I know that also talks about music and entertainment and has a pulse on that and shows that I like and things that I like and things that I like watching: YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, whatever the case may be, HBO Max, YouTube TV, Disney Channel, Disney Plus, I should say. Um, Anything, any type of content, especially YouTube channels that I can probably that I watch and subscribe to and look at, as well as music. Music, of course, is always going to be a growing thing. I'm a rap fan, R&B fan, old school fan, certain things of that nature. Um, People putting me onto certain music a lot of the times because I'm kind of outdated with my music touch. I like a couple of people from this new era and stuff like that, but mainly I stick to my what I listen to. But this is just branching out. Maybe that's going to be a couple times a month. Try to figure out how much often I can do that, but that's another interest that I have. And finally, potential interviews and general discussions in terms of bringing people on. There are a lot of people that I know that have started businesses, have started LLCs, um, day-to-day things, charities, community things, certain things that I have interest in and peek in, and that's a way to catch up and probably give them a little light on what they're doing as well. Those are ideas that I have, as well as general discussions, as well as relationships, could be life things, money with things, uh, uh, clothing, fashion, whatever the case may be. Just try to get something out there. I'm thinking calling it Views from the Couch or something from the Views from the Top or something. I'll try to figure it out. That everything is a work in progress right now. But those are the upcoming changes that potentially will be coming to this channel. But for sure, a wrestling podcast will be on the way. That is something that is desperately in the works, something that I'm trying to tinker with a couple of people that are creating logos for me at this very moment. Um, as well as an entertainment and music podcast. I can get into that as well, and potential interviews and general discussions from around people that I know, people that I know from 6 degrees of separation. Maybe something can happen there where I can interview people and have general discussions down the line. But those are the upcoming changes to the channel on the way, especially starting with the Soapbox Network, which I'm looking forward to starting and um, really getting the ground off of that, trying to figure out some things how I can turn this thing into something that's going to generate a lot of fanfare, um, and get into that. This is something that I've been working on for a little while. I started with the basketball soapbox, of course, the Soapbox Network, basically all these things just coming from my mind, my brain, trying to put things into order and work it. Um, and I'll see what becomes of that. But wrestling podcast will be on the way. More basketball stuff will be on the way, of course, this year. And I can't wait. Until next time.